let's talk about the books I plan to read for the Wizardly Readathon. Hi guys, my name is Trinity. If you're here, I'm so happy to be talking about my Wizardly Readathon books with you guys. This is a readathon hosted on the Wizardly Enclave Discord. I think that's what it's called now, as there are more hosts of the Discord now than just Andrew and Nico. And I participated in this readathon because it is a low stakes readathon. You guys know I can let myself get overwhelmed quite a bit by readathons and everything like that. So I decided, since this is a maximum of 8 books read for this readathon, I was going to go ahead and participate. Now, I did pick a book for every prompt. The reason that I did that was because I'm still a mood reader. I can't seem to break myself of it. This hair is about to drive me nuts up here. I don't know why it keeps flopping around. Anyway, so I wanted basically a stack of books that I could pick from and mood read from here. Now, there are 2 that I have committed to via buddy reads with the Discord. I rubbed my eyes and now they're all red. Sorry. So let's talk about those first. So I am a ranger, and the Rangers have decided that Blood of the Spear is going to be our readathon pick, our buddy read pick. Now, it's a chonker. It is a chonker. Let's see, coming in at 579 pages. So according to this readathon, not exactly a chonker, but it is pretty big for a readathon. Some of the books that I have chosen are pretty big, but I've been wanting to read this for a while. I've had this for a really long time. I won it on a giveaway on Twitter, and then I ended up purchasing the audiobook when it released. So I'm very, very excited to finally get into this. All I really know about this is that it's epic fantasy, and I'm going to go through all of these books really quickly. Like, I'm not going to give a whole synopsis or anything like that because I don't have time to go through all of these. There's quite a few on this list. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get to this. The other is the Discord buddy read that everyone is going to participate in, like all of us, and that's Legend by David Gemmell. And I've heard from just about everybody that I'm going to like this book. Everybody with my reading taste has said, yeah, you'll like it. And I did finally download the audiobook of it not too long ago, so I'm looking forward to it. Like, I think I'm really going to enjoy both of these. Now for the ones that I have chosen. Like I said, I picked a book for every prompt. Okay, the first prompt, or the first set of prompt, is for the bards. So this readathon is kind of set up D&D style, but the bards have their own prompts. We have our own prompts. Everybody has their own prompts, but you don't have to pick within your prompts, like your team's prompts. So the first one was musical word in the title, and I chose The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. You guys know I have been wanting to read this for a while, and I just can't seem to get around to it. It's on the 23 books I want to read in 2023, so I have added it to the stack this month. Then I had a first or a last name of a musician, and I know that there are a couple of Lukes out there, so I picked The Last Smile in Thunder City by Luke Arnold. And I'm excited about this because this is a series that I have been wanting to get to for a while. As you guys know, I've been trying to finish series, so I put off series starters, and I'm hoping that this one will be one that I really enjoy because I want to get back to urban fantasy but haven't been reading a whole lot of it. And what would bard prompts be without lyrical prose? Now, it says with a poem, songs, or lyrical prose. I had originally chosen Piranesi for this, and then I heard from quite a few people. They were like, yeah, you're not going to like that book. And then I had posted my picture of what I thought I might be reading, and Zach told me, no, you're not gonna like this. So I was like, okay, well, I will go with Vampires of El Norte then, because I really loved Isabel Canas' writing in The Hacienda, and I did find it very gothic, very lyrical. So I'm hoping this fits the prompt. I don't know anyone who's read it to verify, but knowing what I know of The Hacienda, I'm going to say there's probably lyrical prose in this one as well. The next would be the druid prompts, and of course we have animal companion or shapeshifter. I have chosen Phased by Victoria Tekken. Now, I have this on ebook, so I'm adding it to this list so I stop forgetting that it exists, because you guys know things that are ebooks, I tend to forget about them because my brain just says If I can't see it, it's not there. It doesn't exist. And so I'm adding it to this list for Shapeshifter because werewolves. Next, where nature is part of the plot, of course, I'm adding Gods of the Weirdwood by R.J. Barker. Now, it's almost guaranteed that I'm going to get to this book, and I thought about putting it in for Chonk, but I think it falls just short of the requirements for Chonk. I think they said 700 pages, and this is like 630 or something like that. But I'm so very excited to get to this. Like I said, there are some chonky books on here, even though I'm not planning on reading all of them. There are some chonks on here. And then one with nature on the cover, Cold from the North. Again, this is on the 23 books I want to read in 2023. It's a self-pub about the Vikings, and so I'm very excited about that. I've heard a lot of my friends really like this series, and they're all really beautiful. Like, I can't get over these covers, but I think I will like it. Next would be Ranger, which is what I am. How could I not be? My thieving assassin love story. I love thieves and assassins so much. Rogue characters, I always love them. I chose A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. This is one I have recently purchased that I've really, like, it keeps grabbing my attention. I have seen it a few places and it just calls to me. And then, like I said before, look at those eyes. Love it. But yeah, the Halfling Saga, I have the first two, so I'm really excited to delve into this one. Then a book with a heist. I have chosen The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is the author of The Bone Houses. I read that book, was highly impressed with it. This is YA, and it says the oceans will rise, a kingdom will fall. I don't know much about this, but I do know that there's a merry band of heroes and a heist is involved. That's basically all I know about it, and that it is set in the world of the Bone Houses. So very excited about that. A book with a bow, arrow, crossbow, or knife on the cover. I have chosen Savage Legion. She is wielding a knife, and I have been really excited to get into this one. I know this is on one of my videos, whether it's series I want to get to, 23 books I want to read in 2023, 5-star predictions, something. It's on one of those. This is a 5-star prediction for me though, because I've heard so much about it that I think it's just going to be right up my alley. And that's all I can say. It's all I can say. For Warrior, Chonk is the first prompt. I did pick a Chonk. Darkblade Assassin by Andy Peliquin. Now, this has been on a previous TBR of mine, and Andy Peliquin told me that he had revamped the book and wanted to send me the book when it was finished. And so I said yes, and I have it now. So I am going to add that. Now, I am scared to read this on ebook. I will not lie to you. I am terrified to read this on ebook because I know I will get a headache, and it's long. It's long, guys. So I have said previously that I might just do the audio that is available, even though it's not the revamped version, because I want to read the story. I want this story so badly. Sword, shield, or armor on the cover. How about Sword, A Time of Dread by John Gwynne? I really need to continue this series. Well, I guess The Faithful and the Fallen is its own series, and this is the start of another series. But I want to continue my John Gwynne love. I need to read something else, and I had planned to read this since I didn't like the Bloodsworn, like as Bloodsworn released, so that I could feel like I was getting John Gwynne in my life and not feel so deprived. But looking forward to this quite a bit, featuring a battle. The Judas Blossom. If you guys saw my last video, you will know I'm so hyped for this book. Leslie from The Nerdy Narrative loved it. Andrew from Wizardly Reads loved it. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I'm just so excited. I want to find out. I love historical fantasy. I love it. And this is the Mongol Empire's invasion of Persia. So very cool, very cool. Then we have Wizard. I think the last set was Warrior. I forgot to say that. But then we have Wizard, and that would be a magic system that I am interested in. You guys know I've put off Flintlock Fantasy for a little while, and this is a series I wanted to start and finish this year that I haven't even started yet. So I have put Promise of Blood on this list. And then Wizard on the cover, or in the title. Technically, this is both. She is the Spellbreaker, the lady on the cover here. And I've been really wanting to get into Charlie Holmberg's works because I've heard very good things. And so let's start with the book that I've owned the longest. I did recently purchase the Paper Magician that everyone talks about. I said Paper Menagerie thinking Ken Liu. Anyway, so pumped to add this one, and it's short, so I'm so excited to add something short to this list. And then glitter, sparkles, foiling, reflective, all that jazz. How about Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty? Because I need to continue this series before I forget the first book. Okay, and then there were some added little things that you could do, like bonus ones. And of course, I had to look at them, find out what they were. And then two things really jumped out at me, and that would be A Book with Dragons. I picked Blood of an Exile by Brian Naslund. I know so many people who own this series but have not read it yet, so I'm like, why the heck not? Let me be the first. I'll tell you if it's good or not. And I know a lot of people are put off by the romantic-y looking cover. This is actually about a dragon hunter, so it's not really romance at all, but I'm excited. I'm excited. And then Found Family, the book I've put off again because it's first book in a series, but because I didn't like another book that I read by them. And it wasn't that I didn't like their writing, it was the characters. So this has been compared to Firefly, I can't speak right now, more times than I can count. And so I want to get to A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe by Alex White ASAP, and so I'm adding it to this list. But that is my stack. Oh Lord, it's about to topple over. And I know I cannot get this stack in frame. There's just no way. So maybe I'll take a picture of it and add it to the end of this. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited for all of these. That does mean that there is a lot of books on my TBR. But like I said, the readathon is only requiring me to read 8 of these, and 2 of them I think I'm going to try and buddy read. So those are the ones that I'm like, yes, I need to do this. And then the rest of them will be to be determined. Now, Gods of the Weirdwood, Judas Blossom, Big Ship, I might end up reading those with my friend Izzy. We talked about doing buddy reads of those. But that would just be on my own Discord, like not necessarily her joining me on the readathon. That's just books that we talked about. Oh, and The Stars Undying, which I wasn't able to add to this list, but yeah, that will be my tentative TBR, my stack O options of choices for September. If you guys would like to connect with me in any other way, I have a Linktree link down below, and have a great day. Bye.